Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Wolfley.
And I'm Tunch Ilkin.
And welcome to the J&D Waterproofing post-game notes from Tunch and Wolf.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, Wolf, you know, if you watched the tape, and we did, and you didn't know what the score was, and you didn't hear commentary, you would have thought the Steelers would have won.
No question about it.
You know, they were dominant in time of possession. They were dominant in the passing game. You know, they kept collapsing the pocket, although they didn't get as many sacks as we thought.
They did not. But they did make them throw from the proverbial well, and harass them, but not like, as you said, if you're the number one pass rushing team, then be the number one pass rushing.
Don't fold up against the three inside guys that are backups, you know, center and two guards. And, you know, let's face it, Philip Lindsay carried the day as well as the takeaways by the Denver Broncos defense.
I think the biggest kick in the groin, if I may use that terminology, is the fact that you allowed, I know, Philip Lindsay to be able to rush for a hefty 8 yards a clip against you, over 110 yards. You've been doing so good, staying in your gaps, squatting in the gap, getting your run fit, not drifting, not losing, and then boom, it just kind of rolled out with a team that had three backups playing in three positions that didn't start the season.
Right, you know what, and we were talking about it all last week on our radio show that Philip Lindsay is a terrific runner. I mean, he's a free agent from Colorado, grew up in Denver. His whole life he dreamt about playing for the Broncos. He signs with the Broncos out of Colorado as a free agent, and now he's one of the top backs in the NFL.
You know, every time you saw him get tackled after a big run, he's up. He was one of those guys that was just animated and very combative.
And he does a great job of pressing the edge on the outside zone, and he had probably 3 or 4 runs over 15 yards, if I recall
correctly.
Including
the 30-yard.
I mean, he did a great job, and then on the inside zone, he did a great job of cutting it back. And on the screens, he was good. Did a great job of setting up his blocks out in the open field. And that was the difference. You know, Case Keenum did a nice job of not turning the ball over. And he, you know, came into the game with 11 touchdown passes and 10 picks. How can we get a pick on him?
Think about it. Turnovers. That's what we're talking about. Now, I love turnovers, the cherry,
the apple.
That's what
I like apple.
Right, but turnovers on a football field, unless you got takeaways, it ain't good. And the bad thing was you had 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, you had a blocked field goal. I mean, they
all translated to points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the difficulty in this. You look at it, you think, man, you got to get takeaways. We haven't had many takeaways in the last 8 games, but an interception or fumble recovery or 2, that's about it. I mean, there's not been a lot. So the fact is, you've got to get your what do they call it, sacks and fumbles and interceptions. Splash plays. You got to get them in bunches. And we need to go banana bunch with this stuff and get some more.
Yeah. You know, one of the things, too, now, not to worry. Don't panic. All the mistakes that were made on Sunday afternoon in Denver are correctable. You know, Xavier Grimble, that touchdown that wasn't. All he had to do is to put the ball in his left hand. I guarantee Xavier Grimble never carries the ball on his inside hand anymore. Won't happen. James Conner fumbled trying to hurdle a guy. Now, he may try to hurdle a guy again, but he's going to keep the ball tight to his body. And you know what? You know, as I'm watching the film, the interception by Chris Harris was a hold. He grabbed AB's collar and catapulted himself around. It was a great play. It was very subtle, not like an animal.
It wasn't out there for everybody.
That's right. It was very well done. And you know, when you know, we used to have the saying, you can hold, but don't stay holding.
That's right.
Grab them and let go.
You can go to the face, but don't leave your hand there.
Don't leave your hand on them. You can punch the face, but don't leave it there.
He did it. I watched him.
Chris Harris did a great job of holding subtly, and he got away with it. And so that's what caused the pick. And then the other...
you got the blocked field goal. Everybody, Dave DeCastro knows. You got to lift your head.
And
it was one of those things. I have been there, you know, and it shows it doesn't happen just to all pros. It can happen to us other schmucks as well.
But you never had that happen. We never had that happen.
I did drop my head once.
Yeah, but you didn't get...
it didn't quite go to a block, but it was like real close.
Was it real close?
Yeah, and I got in a lot of trouble.
I don't remember that.
But the point being too is also, you know, in a game like this, one of the things we always loved to do back in the day, when you had a newbie come in, make his first start on the offensive line.
Right.
And you win, boy, you give him a game ball. We can't do that.
Right.
Obviously, number one, because they lost.
We don't hand
schmucks.
We don't hand out game balls anymore.
Chooks Okafor.
Game ball.
I'm sorry. We got to give you a game ball because just you can call him Chooks. All right.
Yeah.
We'll stick with Chooks.
Okafor. I know how to pronounce it.
Well, you should know because he's from. He got
the
immigrant
foreigner.
thing. He's a foreigner.
Is he from Nigeria?
Yeah, Nigeria.
Yeah, right.
See, that's over. You know people out there.
Right. I haven't been to Nigeria, but I've been to Kenya.
Close enough.
Right.
All right. There you go. Geographically.
Do you know that it's close enough? You don't know where Nigeria is.
I know it's a ways away.
I mean, you flunked geography in college.
Amongst some other things.
Yeah, well, because you flunked because you didn't know where your classes were.
All right. I hope none of my kids are watching this. But the point being is, Chooks, we give you a game ball.
Yeah.
Nice job, young fella. You had, a pretty good coming out party. So that's a wrap, I think, for today. This is a game. All we can say is, I think it's an attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
Don't panic.
Yeah.
Don't get all bent out of shape over it. It's about coming back to the basics and getting, as Chuck would say, the fundamental truths of football, which is hitting, blocking, tackling, all that good stuff.
By the way, he gets lost in his own neighborhood.
That's true.